you did it. You booked the flights, you planned the perfect route, and you can practically taste the gelato already. You're standing at the rental counter in Naples. The keys to your European road trip are right there, dangling in front of you. Freedom is just one signature away. But then, the agent slides a contract across the desk. It's a confusing jumble of letters that feels less like a formality and more like a trap. CDW, LDW, SCDW, access, they're all staring back at you, and the agent wants you to make a decision right now that could cost you hundreds or even thousands of euros. You feel the pressure, make the wrong choice, and you could be massively overpaying for insurance you don't even need. But here's the scarier thought: make the wrong choice and one tiny, insignificant scratch could completely wipe out your vacation budget. Don't worry, I'm going to demystify this whole process for you. Over the past few years, I've rented cars all across Europe, many dozens of rentals from tiny local agencies to big names, and I've seen just about every trick in the book. We'll break down exactly what those terms mean, what your real options are, and how you can choose the right rental car insurance for your needs. This will save you a ton of money and give you the peace of mind to actually enjoy that road trip. Let's talk a little more about this problem, because it's a real one. The rental car industry, especially right at the front desk, can feel like it's designed to take advantage of your uncertainty. They know you're tired from your flight, they know you're excited to just get on the road. And sometimes they use this against you. The agent might lean in and say something like,
"Your current booking has a 2,000 euro excess. That means if there is any damage, even a small dent while the car is parked, you're on the hook for up to 2,000 euros.
But for just 30 more per day, we can reduce that to zero. Total peace of mind."
Suddenly your 10-day trip just got 300 euros more expensive. You start doing the panic math in your head. Is it worth it? Is this a scam? You're a traveler, not an insurance expert. This high-pressure moment is the first major hurdle of your trip, and it's a pain point I've seen ruin the start of so many European adventures. The fear is about two things: getting ripped off and being underinsured. But knowledge is power, and understanding the system is how you take the power back. Stick with me for 2 more minutes and you'll learn the one phrase that shuts down the upsell every time. Decoding the jargon.
What is all this stuff?
Alright, let's get into it. To beat the system, you first have to understand the language. Let's break down these acronyms into simple terms. First, the absolute basics that are almost always included in your rental price in Europe. Third-party liability. This is mandatory. You can't opt out of it. It covers damage to anything or anyone outside your rental car. So if you bump into another car or, heaven forbid, get in an accident involving another person, this insurance covers their property damage and medical bills. This is standard, so you don't need to worry about adding it. Collision damage waiver, CDW, or loss damage waiver, LDW. This is the big one. Now, this isn't technically insurance. It's a waiver. By including this, the rental company waives its right to charge you for the full value of the car if it's damaged or stolen. But, and this is the most important part, it does not mean you pay nothing. The CDW comes with a huge catch. And the catch is called
the excess.
Theft protection, or TP. This is often bundled with the CDW. As the name suggests, it covers you if the rental car gets stolen. And just like the CDW, it also comes with that annoying excess. Here's a quick overview what's usually included in a European rental, what's covered, what it protects, and what it doesn't cover. So, what is this excess? Just think of it as your deductible. It's the maximum amount of money you're responsible for if the car is damaged or stolen. This amount can be shockingly high, often anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 euros. Let's make this real. Imagine your rental car has an excess of 1,500 euros. You come back to your car and find a long, deep scratch down the side. The repair bill is 800 euros and you have to pay the full 800. Now let's say the damage is much worse and the repair bill is 5,000 euros. You only pay up to your maximum liability, which is that 1,500 excess. The rental company CDW covers the rest. But here's another critical detail they don't always tell you about. Standard CDW often has a whole list of exclusions. It usually doesn't cover the most vulnerable parts of the car, like the tires, the windscreen, the roof, the undercarriage, and the mirrors. So simple cracked windshield or a punctured tire could leave you paying the full repair costs out of pocket. And this is where the upselling starts, and where you face your big choices for covering that excess. But before we jump into the 3 main options for coverage, please tap the like button below if you find this video useful so far. So, you're standing at that counter, staring down a massive potential excess. You generally have 3 ways to protect yourself. Let's break down the pros and cons of each. Option 1. the rental desk upgrade or Super CDW. This is the expensive, easy button option the agent is pushing hard. It might be called Super CDW, zero deductible coverage, or some other fancy name. By paying an extra daily fee, usually between 15 and 30 euros, you might reduce that huge excess amount down to zero, or at least to a much more manageable couple hundred euros, depending on the car you choose. Pros. The biggest pro is convenience. If something happens, you just hand the keys back and walk away. There are no claim forms to fill out later and no giant hold on your credit card for the excess. For some people, that total peace of mind is worth the high price. Cons? The cost. That 30 euro a day on a 2-week trip adds up to an extra 420 euros you could be spending on amazing food or experiences. Plus, even this super coverage might still have exclusions. You have to read the fine print to see if it now includes things like tires and glass, because sometimes it doesn't. Option 2. Buy from a car hire broker when you book. This is a popular middle ground. When you book your car online through a third-party booking site, a broker, they will often offer to sell you their own excess coverage policy as part of the checkout process. How it works? While booking your rental car online, you'll see a prompt to add their insurance product. It's a separate policy that covers the excess you'd be liable for with the rental company. Pros: it's almost always cheaper than the upgrade offer at the rental desk. It's also very convenient to buy at the same time you're booking the car. Cons: this is a reimbursement policy. If there's damage, the rental company will charge your card for the repair costs, up to the excess amount. And you then have to file a claim with the broker's insurance partner to get that money back. The rental agent won't recognize this insurance and will still likely require a large credit card hold and may still try to sell you their own coverage. Option 3. Buy from a standalone insurance company. This option requires a little more research, but is often the cheapest of all. It involves buying an excess reimbursement policy directly from a specialized insurance company before your trip begins. How it works? You buy a policy online that specifically covers the excess on a rental car for the days of your trip. At the rental desk, you confidently decline their expensive Super CDW. If you have an accident and the rental company charges you that 1500 euro excess, you pay it. Then you file a claim with your third-party insurer, and they reimburse you. Pros? It's so much cheaper. A full week of coverage can often cost less than what the rental desk charges for the 2 days of their Super CDW. These policies are also usually more comprehensive, explicitly covering the tires, windscreen, undercarriage roof, and even lost keys. All the things the rental company's own policies tend to exclude. Cons. Just like with the broker insurance, you have to pay the rental company first and then claim the money back. This means you need a credit card with a high enough limit to handle a potential hold for the full excess amount. Also, the rental agent probably won't have heard of your insurance provider and might try to scare you by saying it's not valid. It is. It's a reimbursement contract between you and your insurer, and it has nothing to do with them. You just have to be firm and politely say no. A side note for non-EU visitors: your credit card. For visitors from outside the EU, particularly from the US, there is another potential option. Many premium travel credit cards offer rental car insurance as a perk. It can be a great free alternative, but you must do your homework. You typically must book and pay for the rental with that card, and decline the rental company's CDW. Critically, you need to confirm if the coverage is primary, if it's valid in your destination country. Ireland and Italy are common exclusions, and be prepared for a claims process where you pay the rental company first and get reimbursed later. Always contact your card provider to confirm these details before you travel. Now, before we build your pre-trip insurance game plan, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your strategy for rental car insurance? Or do you maybe have a secret tip to share? Let's help each other travel smarter. Your pre-trip pro checklist. So, how do you decide? It's a trade-off. Are you willing to pay more for convenience, or do you prefer to save money and potentially deal with paperwork later? Here's how to make your choice before you get to the counter. Before your trip, compare your paid options. Do your research from home to avoid pressure at the counter. Go online and get price for the rental car you want, including the rental company's Super CDW or Zero Access package. This is your price for total convenience. Then, check prices on car hire broker sites, both for the car and for insurance they offer at checkout. Finally, go to a few well-reviewed standalone access insurance websites and get a quote for your trip dates. Now you have a clear side-by-side comparison of your options. I leave the list of the ones we used before in the description. For non-EU visitors, research your credit card. If you think you might be covered by your credit card, call the number on the back of it. Ask these specific questions. Do you offer primarily rental car insurance in your European destination? Are countries like Italy or Ireland excluded? Are any types of cars excluded? Can you please email me a letter of coverage? When booking your car, book the basic rate. Unless you've decided to buy the rental company's all-in package up front, book the cheapest online rate that includes the mandatory third-party liability and standard CDW and TP, the one with a high excess. At the rental counter, the moment of truth. This is where you execute your plan. If using broker or standalone insurance, when they offer their expensive upgrade, have your answer ready. A simple, polite, "No thank you, I have my own coverage," is all you need to say. Be prepared for them to place a large hold on your credit card for the full excess amount. This is a standard procedure and is released when you return the car undamaged. If you choose the rental company's upgrade, simply confirm the coverage you booked reduces the excess to zero, or an amount you're comfortable with, and check the fine print for any final exclusions. Before you drive away, document everything. Seriously, don't skip this step, no matter which insurance you pick. Okay, if you splurge for SCDW, you can do just a quick inspection for the peace of mind. Otherwise, take your phone and walk around the car. Get pictures of every panel, every wheel, the roof, and the windshield. Get close-up of any existing scratches or dings. Then take a quick video of the entire car, inside and out. This 5-minute routine is your ultimate proof against being blamed for pre-existing damage. And that's it! By following these steps, you've gone from an uncertain tourist to an empowered traveler. You've cut through the jargon and you understand your options, and you can make a choice that fits your budget and your personal comfort level. The choice is yours. You can pay a premium for the convenience of the rental company's top-tier insurance, you can buy a policy through a car hire broker when you book, or you can save significant money with a standalone policy, knowing you might have to handle claim yourself. It's about deciding what peace of mind means to you. Is it avoiding paperwork at all costs, or is it saving money at the cost of possible additional paperwork later? The whole point of this is to get you out of that rental office and onto the open roads of Europe, with confidence and with a budget that reflects your own choices. If this video helped you feel more prepared, subscribe for more no-nonsense travel guides just like this one. Now go have an incredible road trip, drive safely, and enjoy the journey.